Hello guys, and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to use GoDaddy and creating new pages. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with creating the overall website. We'll start off with a blank site. So this is what you'll see whenever you log into the GoDaddy platform. Now, of course, you can create an account using Google, Facebook, or just an email address. So I'll just select something else because I want to just go for a nice basic website here. We'll even just go for photography, okay? And we'll just say ProfileTree. So pretty much just GoDaddy makes everything a lot easier, especially when it comes to filling up your details and information. For now, we will just continue. So tell us a little bit about your business. I'm just going to copy and paste some text in here. So I've just went ahead and added some text on here, and we'll click continue. Now you can skip that process. You don't need to fill that in if you don't want to. So let's see. Okay, so it's suggesting some custom content here. Again, we're just going to go for one of the templates, or we'll either go for a blank website. So here we are. It'll bring us over to the website builder. So perfect. We've got our basic website. We've got our home, and we've got a privacy policy. Now, it might give us a little tutorial here. So yes, it's going to give us a couple of plans. Of course, we just want to create a nice free website just before we start off. But there's the plans anyway. You've got basic, standard, premium, and e-commerce. If it's just a basic website, then you may as well just go for the basic plan, or brochure site, sorry, for you'll just go for the basic plan. You've got standard there and premium, and of course, if you do want to sell things, then e-commerce would be the best platform to go for. So I will just click X off this for now. And as you can see, what makes this platform really good as well is it will suggest, okay, do you want to add some more sections onto your website? Sure. I can add an about, photo gallery, reviews, contact, social links, subscribe, and privacy policy. So I'm happy enough with this. Now, it does say at the very bottom there, you can always add more sections later. So I'll just continue to my site. Our main focus here is adding some pages. Perfect. Okay, so perfect. So on the far right side, you'll have your little menu area. At the minute, we are on websites. That's exactly where we need to be. Now, you'll see a small little plus symbol on the very top right. You want to go ahead and click on that, and you'll have an option here to either create a new page, a link to an external website, link to a section on the page, or a drop-down menu. So, of course, it says here I have to upgrade to add pages to your website. So I'll demonstrate it with using another account. So I've went ahead and just hidden the website just so you guys can't see this. So as you can see on the right side there, this is where the site navigation will be. Now, anything that you put down here will appear on the navigation menu, as it says. So all we really need to do here, as I say, is click on that little plus. You will have that option to create a new page, and I'll demonstrate creating that new page now. So we'll just click on the plus here, and then we can put in a page title. Now, we have at least 25 characters to choose from here. Now, I can also show that in navigation. I could show that in the footer, or I can create a private page. So let's just say, for example, we'll just call it test. Then we'll create that new page. And you'll see then we'll have another page here. And then let me just show you this now. So this is how it'll look, basically. It'll say the page is empty, let's add some content, and you have an option then to add some sections onto the website. So you have an option there to add a blog. You can add commerce, contact, files and web, general, image, gallery, restaurant, schedule, and social links. So quite a couple of options there. So it's pretty much a good amount to pick from. Now, let's just say we will go for a blog. So we'll add a blog in. And all you need to do is just select the layout that you like. So it'll just say, you can see here that it'll bring it up. So of course, at the minute, there's no blogs active on the site itself. That's why it's not showing any. But just as soon as I select start writing, that's when I can create some content, and then it'll automatically put it onto the website. Now, the most important thing as well when you are creating these new pages is the SEO. So you'll just see it on the very top right here. So whenever you click on it, you'll then get this information just below here. Let's see. So we'll go to website settings, page settings. You'll have then the option to change the page title, and as well as that, you can go ahead and customize the SEO for this. So again, it'll say there, get found on Google. And at the minute, we've got the home selected. Change the headline. Again, that'll be the meta title. And then, of course, you would want to change the meta description just below. For the premium plan, it will say, okay, your account includes search engine visibility, optimize your pages with this easy to use tool. You can use that if you need to, but again, there are plenty of different platforms out there like Ubersuggest, SEMrush. You've also got Ahrefs, or even the likes of Keyword Surfer, in order to create and help you with some certain keywords or even meta titles as well. And if you do struggle, let's just say, for creating a meta title or a meta description, as long as you've researched those keywords, you can use the likes of ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, any of those AI tools that you might know to create the metadata for you. So now comes the fun part, which is, of course, creating the website itself. Now, you'll have an option for each section to add another section that you like. So let's just say under the About ProfileTree, we'll just add a section in. Now this will give me the option to either add, let's just say if we go to General, I can add an About, one there for buttons. I've got content, even a countdown timer as well. That'll be really good for promotionals or upcoming events, as it says there. It'll be perfect for any e-commerce website. So there's so many things that you can use it for. There's a frequently asked question and even a introduction, privacy policy, and quote. So quite a couple of different ones there. You can even pick an image gallery. So there's a couple of options there for a photo gallery. That'll be good to have in, let's just say, its own page, or you can add it into what we're about to do is the home page. So I'll go ahead and grab the horizontal scrolling gallery. I would say that'll look okay or pretty nice on the website. There you go. So when it comes to changing things on GoDaddy, you are fairly limited. All the editing really lies on the right side here. So I can change the title. I can have like the same height, same width. I can add all my images on here as well. Change the background. And again, of course, I have that option so just to make my life easier, which is to remove all of the images. So I could do that as well. Now, if I am adding images, they do have some stock free images on here. So if we were to search for the likes of, let's see, let me just try marketing, see if we can try to find something. So again, you could just select the ones that you like and then just add them to the photo gallery, and it'll just automatically appear. Of course, you can upload your own, and I would recommend to upload your own. So again, there are a couple of things you can do onto the website, but not a whole lot. As I said, it is fairly limited for what you can do with this website builder, but you can still make a really nice website using the GoDaddy website builder. Now, once you are happy enough with the design, you can select the preview, and then that'll give you the option to, of course, have a look over the work that you've just created, see if there's any issues at all, and then once you're happy enough, then you can publish the site. So I would always recommend to look over your site, of course, just before you publish it, because as soon as that that is published, it is live, and you don't want people seeing any sort of work in progress sections or pages that you have on the website. Now, let's just say you don't want to stick with the colors, or you don't like the font. There's an option there on the very top to select theme. So once you've clicked on theme, you can pick the colors that you like. So it's usually like a color palette that you can pick from. At the minute, we've recently used this color here, and then we can, of course, paint the entire site. We do have an option as well to change the font. So this is the only way you can really do it. So if, let's just say, we go for cabin, then it changes everything to cabin. And we can use the secondary font as well, which is like Courier New, and then that'll change any of the paragraphs. So primary font will mainly be headers, and then the secondary font would mainly be the paragraphs itself. Now, we do have an option as well at the very bottom here for buttons. Again, I can change the way the button looks. I can do a pill, like a transparent background as well. So I would say for us, we'll just go for a little pill button. And I can use the theme color if I want to. So theme color we have is that like sort of reddish color. I think that is red. Yep. So that is pretty much how you would create your primary buttons as well. Now, of course, since we do have this privacy policy page, if you do want to show this page on the navigation, you could actually see that there's a little mark here. Now, it's currently hidden from the navigation itself, but it currently shows on the footer. Again, you would just go into the page settings here. You would just select show in navigation. Once you've done that, it'll appear on the very top right. So that's the show navigation and show in footer. I can, of course, make that a private page as well. There's a little question there. So private pages are not accessible to all site visitors. At this time, your settings allow access to private pages by invitation only. So again, you can share that with specific contacts once you publish. So that's a pretty cool feature for the private page. Now, of course, if you do make any mistakes on the website at all, there's an option here at the settings to select your site history, and you can either reset the website or you can create a backup. So once you've created that backup, it just means that you can go back to that last save and restore any changes or restore any previous designs that you've done to date. So it just means that like if something's went completely wrong, then you can always restore and go back to your original save file. Then, of course, once you're happy enough with the website, this is when you publish the site. And of course, when you are still starting off, make sure you have a domain connected before publishing. So there you go. That is pretty much how to create pages on a GoDaddy website and to get everything set up. But there you go, guys. There's a basic tutorial on setting up your GoDaddy website as well as adding some new pages. Now, if you have any questions at all, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.